All right, Jeff. Other than this, man, how is your day going?
Well, I was getting me a good nap in.
Sure. Well, hear me out. So before I talk to anybody in this day and age, whether we talk to a victim, a witness, or even a suspect, we have to have everybody know their rights. So I'm going to go and read you your rights real quick, okay? Do you understand your rights?
Yeah.
Who else lives here?
Nobody.
Just you by yourself?
Yeah.
And this is your house?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any girlfriends that stay here?
No, I mean, well, my girlfriend Emmy, she's coming over. As a matter of fact, she should. What time is it?
3:38.
Okay, she's getting off work. I guess at 3 or 3:30.
Okay. Where does she work?
At the prison.
And what is Emmy's name?
Ascanio.
Emmy Ascan. Oh, is she the other? Is she on the house? She co-owns the house. I think I saw.
She's on the
deed.
The deed. Yes.
Okay. So she lives here.
Well, no, she doesn't live here. She lives in Milton.
Okay.
But she's supposed to be coming over.
How long have you two dated?
On and off for 15 years at least.
Have you recently got out of any sort of relationships with anybody?
Yeah, I was kind of seeing a girl last year, son.
Well, who's that?
Her name was Christina, but
How long did you date Christina?
saw each other for several months.
Several months. When did y'all break up?
I don't know, probably about 4 or 5 months ago.
Why did y'all break up?
Well, she kept going to her boyfriend's over in Milton and everything, so I figured it was better just to leave that alone, you know what I mean? Can you tell me what all this is about?
So we have received credible information that you and Christina's relationship didn't end very well, and that she might be somewhere on this property. That something happened to her.
No, so she's not on this property at all. As far as I know, she's in Milton.
Okay. Who is she with in Milton?
I'm assuming one of her exes.
Do you know who?
It's a black guy, is all I know. I don't know his name.
Does he have any nicknames?
He does, but I don't remember. It's something kind of like bubblegum, something like that.
Okay. So she's not with him. We've already checked that. We know who you're talking about. She's not with him.
Okay.
And everybody, all her friends and family is saying that essentially she's off the grid. Nobody's talked to her. Nobody's seen her. Nobody's heard from her. Nothing. Just absolutely just off the grid, just out of nowhere.
Where do I come in at that point? I mean, what the...
Well, where you come in is you were the last person that she was in a relationship with.
Not true. That's not true.
Well, that's from your point of view, right? I mean, there's two sides to every story, right? Everybody else is saying, a lot of people are saying that you were the last one that she was in a relationship with, and that she used to live here.
She did, but she hasn't been here since last year sometime. I mean, it's been months.
Do you know of anybody by the name of Janie?
Janie, yeah, I know
Janie. Yeah, Janie. How long have you been friends with Janie?
I don't know, probably a year or two.
Okay. You guys close? Do you guys ever hang out?
No, I mean, at one time we were kind of close, but not really. I mean...
When was the last time you guys hung out?
I don't know, it's been a while.
It's been a while. How long's a while, you think?
At least a couple of months, I think.
Did you guys get in a fight or just stop hanging out?
No. She moved from where she was living, so it's harder for her to get, so gas money being what it is these days.
So I'm gonna level with you a little bit. There's a lot of talk right now from credible people that are saying that you, Christina.
Man, look here. No.
Do you know why anybody would say that?
No, I don't. I really don't. Man, that's crazy. It sounds like somebody's playing a joke that ain't funny. That's for real.
Well, this ain't no joke. So as you can see, I mean, there is, we're here. We do have a search warrant for the residents. But do you know why that would be the talk of the town? Is that you shot Christina and you buried her body?
No, sir, and I haven't been to town in a long while. I'm assuming you're talking about Milton?
Talking about just general. Just town.
No.
Do you know why anybody would be saying that?
No, sir. Not unless they was trying to put the blame on somewhere they didn't want it to be on themselves, I guess. I don't know. But this ain't funny at all for them to do this.
So
I mean, I've been in trouble in the past. I ain't never nobody, and I ain't
Now, Jeff, I understand that. I think so. Let me kind of explain the process to you. So we have. Do you understand? So have you ever heard of canines, right? Or how the law enforcement agencies have canines that can smell narcotics?
Yes, sir. There's no drugs.
No, that's not what I'm getting at. And there's canines that can smell bombs. There's canines that can smell all sorts of stuff. Well, there's also canines that are trained on the scent of human remains. So what I'm getting at is we have a lot of canines currently en route to your property, and they are going to smell all 5 acres of your property. And what I'm getting at is, what would you say if those canines did alert somewhere on your 5 acres to the smell of human remains? What would you say to that?
I'd say that either somebody set me the up because there's nobody buried on my damn property.
Okay. So we're not, I mean, because people have said that in the past, and we do find bodies on their property, so we're not going to, so what you're saying is, we're not going to find anything on this property anywhere.
No, there's no drugs here, there's no.
Okay. Now, your mama owns 25 acres, so what about your mama's property?
That's her property. I don't know, but I doubt anything's over there either. Why would anything be on her property?
Oh, I mean, you're her son, and if you did that, and you want to kind of cover your tracks a little bit better, you would bury Christina on her property, not your own.
Why would I put my mother in jeopardy?
Because maybe you don't think anybody's going to look on your mom's property. It's not that far fetched of an idea.
Look here, I ain't never nobody in my life.
Well, right. I'm not. Maybe it was self-defense. You know, maybe she came at you and you did what you had to do. But what I'm telling you is, people are telling us, numerous people are telling us that you her, and everybody has the same story.
That's true.
And one of those people, hear me out. And one of those people said that they heard that directly from you. That you told a specific person that you Christina and you buried her on your property.
Can I ask who that person is?
No, you cannot.
That person, there's nobody that comes out here. There's nobody that comes out here. How would anybody, if I would have done something like that, how would anybody have even heard anything like that? That's crazy.
Because you told them.
I didn't tell nobody nothing. There ain't nobody been out here.
So you don't have, so Janie doesn't come here?
She hasn't been here in a good while.
A couple months. So you said that.
Yeah, at least, yeah.
Yeah. So she was here. Yeah.
That don't make sense. This ain't making sense. Why would everybody get together like that and put it all on me? That's crazy.
Well, maybe you're the one that did it. I'm telling you, Christina's off the grid. Nobody can get in touch with her. Nobody's heard from her in several months. Not even laid eyes on her, not talked to her on Facebook. She was very active on Facebook. Nobody's heard from her. Nobody's seen her, talked to her. So why does somebody like that, who has friends and is active on Facebook, just go missing? Because she's missing. She's missing, and the last place everybody's saying she was here with you, in a relationship with you.
There was a few officers come over, the day before yesterday, and said they was doing, I guess, a welfare check.
Yeah.
And they said to let them know if I heard anything, and that was 2 days ago. So I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard. Last time I heard from her was.
If we talk to Emmy, is she going to corroborate that you're in a relationship with her?
Yes.
Because we will. And she's going to say that she's in a relationship with you and she was on her way over here.
Yes, she should. As a matter of fact, she should be stopping by the grocery store. She's going to get some stuff, burgers and stuff, so we could cook it over here and eat.
Jeff, you live by yourself. You're kind of up here in the middle of nowhere. You live next door to your mama. You know, I don't know why people would specifically say that they heard, that you told them that you Christina and that nobody's going to hear from her again, nobody has to worry about her again, and that she's buried. I don't know why somebody would make that up, especially if you've done especially if you've done no harm to anybody. If you're a nice guy and you get along with everybody, why would somebody just come out of nowhere and make that up?
Exactly.
Well, to me it makes it, they didn't make it up. It's the truth. And let me ask you this: we have multiple people that says that you own several firearms. Now let me ask you this: the search warrant covers firearms, ammunitions, evidence of a firearm. So I'm going to ask you straight up, to be truthful, are there any firearms on this property?
There's a 22 here and a 410, and that's it.
Okay. Why are you in possession of firearms?
Well, yeah.
Aren't you a convicted felon?
Well, yes, sir. I ain't got my gun rights back yet.
Yeah.
But I do live in the woods.
I understand. But you can't be doing
that's
that.
For snakes. And
I know.
Come on. Those ain't.
So you own a 22.
I do.
The person that we talked to said that you owned a 22. The person that we talked to also said you had a shotgun. And that the weapon that you used to kill Christina was a shotgun.
Man, no.
So you didn't tell anybody that you killed Christina? Not even Janie?
No. Why? And who? See, that's the thing. Why? How many people are saying all this?
A couple. Janie's one of them.
Why would Janie say anything like that?
Jeff, yeah, that's a good question. She's saying she was up here hanging out with you. You guys were doing, whatever you were doing. And you told her that you killed Christina and that you shot her with a shotgun and you buried her. and she seemed terrified. She seemed when she seems legitimately afraid for her safety. So my question is, why is Janie out of nowhere? Why now is Janie coming forward? Why would she make this up? That doesn't make sense, Jeff. I can't think of any other reason why she would make this up other than the fact that you actually told her. Were you kidding with her when you said that? Were you just joking?
With who, Janie?
Yeah.
I don't know why she's saying anything like that.
Well, I think she's saying it because it's the truth.
Why do you think that would be the truth?
Because you're the last person she was with. By multiple people are saying that.
That's not true. That is not true at all.
Okay.
She left from here.
Okay. Why is nobody else corroborating that? Nobody. What I'm telling you, Jeff, is Christina is at one time in her life she is here, and then she's magically gone.
She's not magically gone.
Well, why hasn't anybody heard from her? Her kids haven't heard from her. Her ex-baby daddies haven't heard from her. Friends, family haven't heard from her. Nobody can get her on Facebook. Nobody can get her on cell phone. Nobody has laid eyes on her. How does somebody like that, with friends and family and activity on Facebook, just vanish?
I don't know, but kind of find out she was a prostitute. So okay. I don't know. She'd go off with anybody.
Well, she's not on any sort of facial recognitions on any streets. You know the type of the technology capabilities we have nowadays. A lot of these street lights and stoplights all have cameras. We have facial recognition. She's not on anything. Why is that?
I know some of the technology y'all got. I don't keep up with a lot of it.
Well, it's pretty advanced nowadays. And what I'm telling you, she's nowhere to be found. Why is that? Because you told her.
Come on, man. Why in the hell? No.
Why would Janie say that?
I don't know. Why is anybody saying that?
Well, it's from what I've gathered from Janie is you guys were close. You watched, she would let her niece stay over here. You guys were very close. She would hang out. Why would somebody who's your friend, because she called herself your friend. Why would somebody who's your friend say that? That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
Right. It doesn't make sense. Other than the fact that you actually told her that you Christina.
Look, Janie quit. She quit coming over all of a sudden.
Because you told her.
No.
That's why. Now, that's exactly what she said. She said she stopped coming over here, and you just corroborated that because you told her you Christina, and she's terrified of you.
What in the... No.
That's why she's not coming over here.
If I was to somebody, why would I have told anybody?
Maybe, people say you still use narcotics. So maybe you were high.
Come on, man.
Now, let me ask you this.
I've been in trouble for drugs before.
Well, but here's the thing. You're a convicted felon with firearms. So are we going to find any narcotics in that house?
No. There's no drugs in there.
What about paraphernalia?
There might be a pipe or so in there.
Why do you have a pipe?
Well, I have used it in the recent past. I haven't used lately.
Also, a bunch of clothing and stuff.
How do we know they're hers?
Well, I think her names and stuff.
She left some stuff here. She always leaves her stuff here when she goes
You mind
out.
if I hop in?
Yeah, you're on the other side.
And just like always, she asked me if I could keep it until she comes picks it up. So that she does still have clothing here. Just like my mom ain't gonna tell you. That's not
what I'm
the first
telling
stuff
you, but now there's clothing of hers that are in that house. Now, if she left, women love their clothing. So if she left, why would she just not take all her property?
Because she had bags full of clothes. I mean, some of it ain't even hers. Some of it was gave to her by other females.
Did she drive?
Did Christina drive? Mm-hmm. Not that I know of.
So who came and got her?
She had somebody meet her down at the end of the drive, like she usually did, either down there or at the bridge.
And how long ago was this?
I don't know, what is this, February?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it was probably about 3 or 4 months ago or so.
Well, I'll be damned. That's about the same time she went missing.
She didn't come missing from here.
Well, that's not what anybody's saying.
I don't know why anybody...
Now, let me ask you this.
All these people...
Did you and Christina ever get in any sort of domestic disturbances?
Domestic disturbances?
Yeah, like you guys fight, maybe she hits you, you hit her.
No, we had our share of arguments, but no, we ain't never put each other in jail or nothing like that. No.
Well, just because law enforcement's not contacted doesn't mean it didn't happen, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, but still, I mean, like I say, I've been in trouble with drugs in the past, okay? I ain't never nobody, and that ain't gonna... No,
Now, what are you gonna say if when we run our cadaver dogs and those cadaver dogs alert to the smell of human remains on your property? You're the only one that lives here. What are you gonna say?
I am the only one that lives here. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about having Emmy come back to stay with me again, but I mean, damn. Look here, I ain't Nobody does.
But that wasn't my question, Jeff. My question was, what are you going to say when we run our cadaver dogs and they alert to the smell of human remains on your property? What are you going to say? What are you going to say then?
I guess I ain't gonna say nothing, but there ain't nobody out here.
People say that, and we still find them.
I don't know. You say a bunch of people are saying all that against me. I'd like to know who and all they are.
Well, I said, I told you one.
That don't make no sense.
You're right. Somebody who's considered your friend, who actually held you in high regards. I don't know why she would just come out of nowhere and lie about something like that. You're right. That doesn't make sense. Other than the fact that she's telling the truth.
Excuse me. Is she in some kind of trouble? Or
None.
Something? Really?
Not a little bit.
Well, I don't know why she would be saying anything like this.
Well, people don't go out of their ways to just make up lies like that, especially towards their friends.
Jeff, is there anything in those sheds that we're going to need to know about?
No, there's no drugs or anything like that.
I'm not talking about drugs. I'm talking about guns or ammo or anything.
There's a 22 in there in the shed.
What shed? The one on the right or the left?
The one on the right.
The one on the right.
There ain't nothing but just regular stuff over there in the other one.
What do you typically hang out in?
Well, this one I've been working on over here is my workshop.
I can't see which one you're referencing.
To the right over here.
Okay, that's your workshop. Okay, what about to the left? What are you doing there?
That's nothing. That's strictly for storage, and there ain't a whole lot of stuff in there except concrete and just normal shit.
I know that Detective Rouse probably already talked to you about this, but I mean, I haven't been here. So where do you think Christina could be?
Well, the way I figured it, I thought she was with one of her exes or whoever.
Which ex?
I don't know. It's a black guy. It's one of. I guess they're all.
Mitchell?
I don't know his name.
Hubble Bubble?
He said bubblegum earlier. He knows it's Hubble Bubble.
Okay, yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's one of them. I don't know how many exes she got, but I'm saying that's
Well,
where
I'm telling you,
that's where she usually.
Hubba Bubba's saying that he also is looking for her, and that she's not with him.
So the last place we know she's been has been here, Jeff.
Well, this is not the last place she's been.
Her clothes are still here.
No, she's got some clothes that are still here.
She's got
her
jewelry
clothes.
here.
Oh, so she's got jewelry here.
Guys, some of that stuff ain't even. It was gave to her.
It doesn't matter. It's hers. No woman's gonna leave her clothes and her jewelry behind.
Well, okay. There's a couple of bags worth of clothes in there.
Jeff, stop, dude.
No,
you're not doing yourselves any favors. Okay, you're not convincing us.
But here's the thing, man. If something crazy happened out here, it's better to hear it from you than us have to make our own conclusions. Okay, because we got a search warrant for the property. This is something that he's done several times. We search properties very thoroughly.
I understand.
Okay, we have. Listen, Jeff. I just want you to listen to me. Let me talk, and I'm gonna let you talk back to me as much as you need to. What we look for is cooperation. At this point, we have enough probable cause to serve a search warrant on your property. Okay, so what we're doing, we're going to take up residence on this property as long as need be.
Right.
Whether it be days or weeks. And the thing is, it's inevitable if she's on this property or on the surrounding properties, she's going to be found. And we just don't need to be coming up with our own conclusions. Okay, we'd rather, if something crazy happened, then explain that to us and just tell us the story from your perspective. Because once we find her, there's no telling the story from your perspective. Because it could have been some crazy accident. And you could sit here and say, okay, I was scared, and this is why I did it. But, Jeff, she's got kids that are probably going to wonder what happened to their mama. Just be real with us, man. We're trying to be as real with you as we can. So if she's here, help us help you.
She's not here, man.
It's just an opportunity for you, because if we do find something out here, and the state's going to say, look, this dude wasn't remorseful whatsoever. A woman that he's supposed to love went missing. She's got 8 kids. They might never see their mama again, and he don't even care.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying, Jeff?
You're the only one that can give yourself a voice. You control this narrative, not us.
How is that?
Because what Detective Floyd is saying is, if it was an accident, okay, you need to tell us that, versus if we find her, we come to our own conclusions. Because at that point, you've lied to us. You said she's not here. We run the cadaver dogs. We find her. At that point, you're a liar. And I don't want you to be looked at as a liar, because then your credibility goes out the window, and I don't want that for you. If it was an accident, maybe something happened, or maybe you didn't do it, but something happened to her and you got scared and you buried her instead of calling 911 because you didn't want to get in trouble for it. Something like that,
Because you had dope and you got guns and you're a felon and you're afraid.
Right.
Dude, people do things when they're afraid all the time. But what really matters, whenever they're confronted with it, that's what matters, what they do after that. Okay? She's got 8 kids.
Well, yeah, I know. And none of them are mine. I mean,
Well,
right.
I'm not.
Right.
I'm not saying it's because it's your kids. I'm saying that, let's go ahead and be honest with each other.
Well, no, but I'm saying y'all wanting me to fucking say something that I ain't guilty of. That's crazy.
We're not saying you're guilty. What we're saying is we believe that there's a body on this property, and we believe we're going to find Christina. And my thing is if something accidental happened to Christina and it wasn't your fault, and you're saying you didn't kill anybody, that's fine. But I believe she's going to be on this property. So what happened to her? Did she overdose and you panicked because you got guns and you got narcotics here, and you didn't want to call the cops because you didn't want to go to jail for that because you knew we'd come out and we'd take a report, right? Did something happen to her and you panicked?
As far as I know, she's in Milton somewhere. That's all I know. And I ain't lying about any of that. That's crazy.
Listen, man, I've been a part of these cadaver dogs are wild, man. There was a case in Jay a few years ago. The woman had been dead over a year. They still located the area, and now we're talking about 3 months.
Body, yeah, and in winter, so the body's still going to be still decomposing, so they're definitely going to be able to smell that body then.
Is there going to be any traces of blood in either of these sheds or in your trailer?
Some of my own, from cutting my damn hands here and there and shit, whatever, on tools and stuff.
Any decent large amounts that we're going to see on the ground, man?
No.
It's 2023, okay? You understand they got ways.
We got special lights, man.
It's 2024, y'all.
Oh, my bad. Hey, it's another year.
Did you and her ever get in any physical altercations? Like you hit her, she hit you. Now this is in the past, right? So I'm not obviously. But did you guys ever get in any physical altercations?
No.
So your mom, you guys never got in a physical altercation one time, and your mom came and picked her up and took her to a neighbor's house to have her stay there for the night?
No, that happened, but that was not a physical altercation. That was verbal, and my mother will tell you that.
Which neighbor?
I could have opened them damn locks for y'all. I mean, I got the key.
That's all right. What neighbor did your mom take her to?
It wasn't a neighbor. It took her over off 87. That's where she took.
What's his name? You don't know where she took your girlfriend?
Well, I do, but I'm saying there ain't no need for me to say his name for no reason.
Why is that? We already know who he is. Why won't you tell us his name?
His name's Philip, but...
Okay, why didn't you want to tell me that?
Well, I just didn't want to throw nobody's name out there like that, since it seems like somebody's throwing mine all over the fucking place like crazy. This is ridiculous, man. This is crazy, for real.
Why did she have a black eye when she got over to Philip's house?
She didn't have a black eye.
Philip's saying that when your mom took her over, she had a black eye.
Well, if she did, I don't remember her having no black eye. I mean...
She also said you pointed a gun at her and you fired it above her head.
Who said this?
Christina to Philip.
No.
That night.
No.
I mean, 3 months. You'd think she'd come back at some point.
I mean, that don't make any sense.
Whether she was given things or not, whether she bought them or was given, it's still hers, right? I mean, you'd want your stuff, right?
Yeah, and that's why they're still here. She, just like always, she asked me, can I keep my stuff here till I can come get it?
When's the last time you spoke to her?
I don't know. It was, she called me by phone. She didn't have her own phone service on the phone, so she just used whoever's phone.
How did you typically communicate with her?
Typically? Well, we just talked. She was here, but
say when she was away from the house.
She would contact me on one of her ex's phones or whatever most of the time. But
So, is it not abnormal that she just totally ghosts you for 3 months?
Especially when you still have her property?
You had an on and off again relationship.
No, we didn't. No, it was not on again and off again. It was that she told me she had somewhere that she was going to go, and that's where she was going. And I said, well, fine, because I said it wasn't working out. I mean, we'd already decided just to be like roommates here. I mean, she's like, hey, well, you can use my whatchamacallit card, food stamp card, for me to stay here. No, I don't have it.
Where's it at?
She has it. I don't have it.
So you think if we run her food stamp card, it will have been used in the last 3 months?
Well, I would imagine so. I don't know, but I ain't used it.
Okay, you know who she banks with?
I have no idea. I don't think she uses bank.
Who's her best friend in the world?
Her best friend in the world?
Who's just one of her good friends that you know she'd go see? Because we've established she's not with Hubble.
Well, I don't know. She didn't...
She didn't have friends, huh?
I mean, she had acquaintances as far as I know, but I mean, the who she went and stayed with and did whatever with, I mean, I don't know them.
Would it be surprising to you that she hasn't responded to people on Facebook in months?
Well, she hasn't responded to me on there or Messenger either.
Have you messaged her?
Yes.
Do you have your phone?
It's in the house.
It's in the house?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. So the search warrant includes searching the phone as well. Okay, so I'm going to sit here and do this in front of you. So if I go back to Thanksgiving, Christina Uribe.
That's one of them, yeah.
Okay.
She's not responded to me on any of that shit.
Liz said your phone is there if you want to get it. You're going to pack your things. Let me know when you're going to pick them up, please. Liz brought your phone over today.
Okay, yeah. Elizabeth, yeah.
Who is Elizabeth?
She was a friend of mine's girlfriend. I don't know if they're still together or not, but yeah, she brought some of her stuff that she's left over there here, and some of that stuff is what y'all are talking about that's here.
Jeff, I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to be honest with me. When was the last time you smoked?
It's been at least a week.
I can smell it on your breath, so that's why.
Come on, guys. I haven't had.
I'm not. Hey, I'm not. Look, I'm not here for. I'm just telling you.
I understand that. But
I know what it smells like.
My teeth is probably smelling bad. I apologize for that.
Jeff, I work dope for a living, dude.
Right.
Okay, I know who you are. I've known about you for a long time. Okay, people don't just smoke for once a week. You know what I'm saying? It's not a recreation. It's not like weed.
I can't. The guys, look. I live out here in the woods. I can't get it that damn. I can't get it like that. No, I can't either.
So do you know Liz's last name?
I do not. No.
Do you message her on Facebook?
No, I don't. I don't think I have her on my Facebook. I don't think.
What I'm saying is she's your friend, and I don't know why your friend would wake up on a Friday morning on February 9th and go, you know what? I just decided I want to accuse Jeff of homicide today. That doesn't make sense.
Think about this.
It doesn't make no sense. But
look at what we see. You got some of her belongings here. It's not weird to you. You haven't heard from her in 3 months. She hasn't even read those messages on Facebook. So it's not like she's just ignoring you. She hasn't opened up her messages. And you're not the only person that she hasn't heard from that hasn't heard from her in 3 months.
Right,
okay?
but see, that's just her account. She's had.
She possibly ran off with an ex-boyfriend, and she's not with him.
I'm not saying it was just any one boyfriend. She had more than one ex, and I'm telling you.
What did y'all often argue about, Jeff?
When we was together,
yeah.
It was because she would take off and leave and stay gone.
Did it bother you that she had mixed children?
No.
Not at all?
No.
I mean, look at your chest.
I know that. I know what I got on me, but that don't mean it ain't about hate.
Who you affiliated with? If that ain't about hate, then I don't know what that's about.
I'm not affiliated.
You're not affiliated, but you just got a swastika on your chest.
I'm not affiliated. I'm not part of any gang.
UF?
No. I don't have a UF patch on me.
What's the difference between the enclosed circle blue check mark and then the one that is not, like, colored in?
What does that mean?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking him.
Where at?
I just
on
think
Facebook Messenger.
Maybe received.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the little?
Yeah, the blue check. Some of the blues, some of the circles are filled in blue, and then some are with a not filled in blue, but there's still a blue check mark.
So last time you had any communication with her was November 3rd. I mean, back and forth, correct?
No, I don't know about what date it was, but no, I don't know. Seems like it was October.
Did you have this phone on November 3rd?
I've had that phone for a year.
Okay. Did you guys ever text? Like regular SMS texting?
Probably at one time, but I'm saying she's had 3 or 4 different numbers that I can know of right off the top of my head, and I don't know what the numbers were because she never had no actual time on the phones, is what I'm saying. That's one of the reasons I got Wi-Fi for the house, so she could use whatever phone she was using at the time.
The dogs just got here, Floyd.
Okay.
Jeff, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest, I don't believe you. I think she went missing. Nobody's heard from her. She's not even responding to your text message. As far as I know, you're sending those text messages just to cover your track, to say, oh, she's not responding to me either. You have jewelry that belongs to her inside, you have her clothing inside, and we have people saying that you specifically told them that you killed her. I'm going to be honest, I think that you killed her, Jeff. And right now I'm just trying to figure out is why. Why are we going to find Christina's body on your property?
You're not.
You positive about that?
Yes, I'm positive about that.
Those dogs don't just smell what's on the ground. Those dogs can smell 12 feet deep. So unless you dug a 13-foot hole, those dogs can smell 12 feet deep. So what I'm saying is, if she's on this property, you keep saying that she's not here. I'm telling you, if she is, we're gonna find her.
She's in Milton somewhere or wherever, Pensacola. I don't know. But look, y'all sitting here telling me that I'm guilty of something that y'all telling me that it's the first time I've heard it myself. So I don't understand. If that was even true, why would I have even kept her stuff in there?
I don't know.
I mean, come on. Right?
That's a good question. Maybe you didn't think we were gonna be here with a search warrant. Maybe you didn't think that this was gonna become a thing.
her leaving again shouldn't have not become a thing. No.
Nobody would have a motive to kill that woman. Other than
Why would I?
maybe y'all got in an argument.
Arguing and somebody is
From
too
what
different.
we've heard, you get angry and you like to mess with guns, Jeff.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on, dude.
No.
You like to mess with guns.
What do you mean mess with guns?
You like to possess firearms. when
That's
you're
not.
supposed
That's.
to.
Come
Okay.
on, man. No. Come on.
All right, and
See,
then
no. That makes me sound goddamn like a criminal right there. Come on, man.
Jeff, nobody's saying that. Like you're.
Somebody is saying it, and y'all are believing it. Come on, guys. I ain't had no.
And you
there's-
haven't said anything to dispel our belief other than well.
Because y'all not gonna believe me. Y'all already believe.
I would like to
whoever.
believe it.
That's
I would
crazy.
like you to say, hey, I know somebody that's with her right now. Because that's pretty easy to prove to where she is, other than saying she's with Hubba. Well, too bad.
I
we
don't
already
know,
checked
look
it.
here. I don't even know. I didn't even know his real name. I still don't know his real name.
Well, that's weird.
you
He's
said-
on your Facebook Messenger as Mitch Mitchell.
Okay, guess what? It's either that was her. Okay, look, that's her and him both texting me and calling me from his phone. Okay, that's one of them. There's a number of other ones she's called and
Jeff,
texted me.
are you familiar with how advanced cell towers are?
No, I got one of my nephews works on cell towers or did.
So when I write a historical cell site data search warrant for this phone number, which was her newest number, the
Okay.
last one that she used up until the day she went missing, where do you think her cell phone is going to ping off of?
I have no idea.
Is it going to ping off in this area?
I don't know. She never kept a phone with a damn service on it. I don't.
Doesn't
know.
matter. Phones are always connected to cell towers. Always. They have to be in contact with the cell tower at all times.
Okay.
So my
then.
thing is, even if you don't have service, a phone will still connect to the nearest cell tower. So when I write a search warrant for all of her historical cell tower data, is her cell phone going to ping off of the nearest cell tower from here? Which would
Well,
show she's on this property somewhere.
Look, okay. I mean, by that kind of strategy right there, well, of course, some of them's going to ping off of this cell tower.
It'll be
She
the
would have
last
to.
time it pinged. The last time before her phone shut off, is it going to ping off of the cell tower nearest to your house?
I don't know.
Because
no,
it's going to show. It's going to show communication. It's going to show if it was ever used after that date, or if it was pinging.
Okay, then that's fine. But what I'm saying is, guys, that right there should tell you. And I don't know because I don't know what phone she used. I don't know where she used a phone last. I don't know.
Well, I think it'd be very suspicious if before her phone shut off, the last cell phone tower that it pinged off of was the one closest to your house. That'd be awfully fishy.
After she's supposed to
Why?
have
When
off with something.
Because you said that she left and she's somewhere in Milton. If that's the case, then it would be pinging off of other
Why
cell
would that be
towers.
fishy when she had to,
Because
she had to
that would-
contact somebody to come pick her up?
Because that would lead me to believe that you not only did you kill her, but you buried her body with her cell phone in this area.
Man, look, no.
Well, some people are saying that you've been out of character lately.
Look here.
You're
Okay,
acting
well,
a
these
little out of your
people,
mind.
look here. You see where I live at, right?
Yes, we really.
Okay, these people, where are they?
What are you saying?
I'm saying that
What's your
they're-
ultimate point?
My ultimate point is these people. They say I've been out of character. Who are these people?
People
I
who
haven't
hung
been
out with
nowhere.
you.
I haven't been anywhere. It's rare
You're
that I
right.
even go to town.
People come here.
Who?
Janie.
She's not been here in a while, and that's
like you
the
said,
stuff she's talking is
like I
crazy.
said, in a couple of months, and she stated that you told her.
She's been here. She's been here since a couple of months. But I'm
Right.
saying,
When was the last time she was here? A couple weeks ago? 3-4 weeks ago?
I don't know. So I don't know.
Which is around the same time she said that you told her specifically, I killed Christina and I buried her.
No.
Keep talking, I'll be right back.
Step out, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Smoke
a
a
lot of it.
cigarette.
So tonight you're being charged with possession of a weapon and a weapon to felon. So you're going to jail for that tonight, and we will be on this property pretty much for the rest until we find the body. Do you have any questions for me as of right now?
Well, I guess not.
If we don't find anything on this property, we'll be going to your mama's.
Guys, she's not out here. Wherever she's at, she's with some guy somewhere. And that's
What's that?
Need a hand?
Yeah.
Jeffrey was arrested and charged with the following second-degree murder.